on. She got here first. Hi, everybody. I think it's 4, 3 there, whatever. Lots of news this week, if I can remember. I want to talk about the meetup. And got a new window put in. Mary, wait till you see it. It's gorgeous. Ken did such a gorgeous job on my window. It only took about an hour and a half. I'm just loving it. I'm going to walk over there and show it to you guys as we get started. So anyway, hello everybody. I didn't say hi. Marley just went for a walk. So Donna and Rocky are walking Marley and Karma. So she's not going to be on the live tonight. No. She loves her walking, and they walk her every night. So this is her time. So I got the new window. I have the meetup set up. And I'm just going to wait just a few minutes. Hi, Jean. How are you? Hi, Mike. How are you? I'm not sure when you're coming out here. I will tell you I met Wandering Gypsy, Jeepsy. Hi. I better put this on. Hi, Mama. Hi, MC. Tamra, hello. Wanderlust, hello. Yay, yeah. I was going to do 2, but I did 1, and it only took him like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It was, hi, Susie. Hi, Brenda. Little Sunshine. I'm going to meet with Little Sunshine Thursday at noon at the park. Tomorrow, I'm going, it's been so crazy. I've had appointments every day. We're going to have our meetup. Carol and I are having a joint meetup. Everybody's welcome to come. We're going to have it at the senior center. I've already scheduled the senior center, and it's going to be on the 15th between 4 and 6. Bring your own drink. We're going to have something there to nibble on, but bring your own drink. I'm going to have paper plates and plastic utensils. So I'm not ready yet to tell you for sure what, because I have to go make sure they'll do it for us. I will be diving and listening. Okay, Carol. Carol knows I'm talking about this. We decided she's going to do it on her live and put something up, and I'm doing it on my live. Because we only have, 9 days left. We wait till the last minute, don't we, to let you guys know. Hi, Vons. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm going to assume, Vons, are you going to be here a little earlier? Because I want to talk about the oops, and I got the instructions out, and yada, yada, yada. So, hi, Audrey. Was 70 Fahrenheit here in Scotts SC today. Wish I could have made it out this year. I do too, Jean, but that's all right. There's next year. I don't know how big the event is this year. But, okay, so I've been on for 3 minutes, so now I'm going to walk over, and I'm going to show you my beautiful window. Now, this is Marley's window. I put this in for Marley. So Marley can stick her nose out the window, out the back, and enjoy herself. And the other thing is, it's very important for circulation. So now I have a window in the back, and so I can circulate the air much better. It should stay cooler. And it's winter, but in the summer it should stay cooler. So let's see. Hi, Vicky. How are you? So we're going over here, and I'm going to show you. I'm walking slowly but surely. My beautiful window. I don't know if you can see. Wait. Can you see it? Can you see my window? There it is. It opens. Yeah. I'm going to be doing some caulking and stuff. But Ken, well, I'm stuck. Ken did a gorgeous job. I'm so happy with it. And the window wasn't that expensive. I think altogether I spent $100 for the window and the butyl tape. And of course I had to hug Ken, you know. I'll be cooking something for him to thinking. Maybe. You never know. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, now I have to see everybody. I've probably missed somebody. I don't know if I look great. I'm exhausted. I'll tell you guys, I'm so exhausted. I've just been running from meeting to meeting. Ken was putting that in, and I had to pick up the window and then come back, and we put that in, and then I had one appointment at 1:30, and she put it off till 3, and then I went there for 3, and she didn't show up. Then I had to drive somewhere else. She was at the VA. The VA here has some country western guy. He's singing. There's a lot of things that go on here. I'm going to be researching because the VA has a country western on Tuesdays, and so you can go and listen. Yeah, there's a lot happening here, and every year I've been out here. I'm going to start looking and see what I can find to do inside the actual town itself, because they have a lot of things going on. And you did see the lady who did all the beautiful work. I have not made it back to her. Tomorrow I have appointments, but I'm going to try this week to get back to her and see if she doesn't have some sort of a site, or will she take orders through the mail or whatever, and I will put something up about that. So many of you have asked me, because I love my little bag, and she does really excellent work. And anyone who does the French seam on stuff, that's a solid piece. So, and then there's the lot lizards. Listen, guys, I've never heard of that. I went on YouTube and I Googled, what was it I said? Why are truck stops starting to charge? And they gave me all this information. They used lot lizards in a different way, and I interpreted it as the vans and the RVs, whatever, people are living on their lots way too long. I interpreted it that way. I had no idea what it really meant, or what everybody in the whole world seems to know what it means. So I'm sorry, guys. I just thought, well, that's a really unique name. And somebody said clickbait. No, it's not clickbait. I had no idea what it meant. So anyway, I thought I would show you just, I don't know if you can see our skies, but look at these skies. Look. Isn't this interesting? Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, I just thought I would show you. I'm being frivolous. So that's that. Just so you guys know. I didn't mean anything by it. Misinterpretation here, misinterpretation, or maybe they really did say. Nice window, huh? Hi, Monica. There's a nice little window. Yes, Marta can stick her little head out, you know, at night or during the day. If we're sitting in there, she can have her little head out, you know. And, of course, it'll be good for the airflow. Ken is the hunky guy. Yes, that you guys all said hunky last year. Yes, still hunky, just as nice as he can be. He's just a sweetheart. So, yeah. And I think it does, doesn't it, Luna? Hi, how are you? So, normally I would be charged a lot. Well, I was just scared to death. It was so easy. He made it look so easy. Could I do it? I don't know. I don't know if I can or not. So there are a lot of people here, so you may hear a lot of sounds. Who knows? I actually thought those windows were way more expensive. No, this is a 14 by 16. It depends on what window you buy. My total was $89, and $11 of that was for the tape. I believe my window was 56 or 60 some odd dollars. You know, there are different prices for different sizes. I just wanted a small one that would slide open. It's an RV window, and I didn't look at anything else other than RV windows. 14 by 16. There are smaller ones, 14 by 12. We were thinking about putting one on the side door. I just decided against it because my my van curves. So those door window things curve. And it can't, the big ones curve a little too, unless it takes up the full thing. So you have to watch that curve because then you have air underneath it. And I did a video on it. Of course, my neighbors came. So I had Ken, Tom, Lynn, Rocky, Donna, and me, 6 people here. Well, he's trying to put it in, and everybody's talking over everybody. And I kept saying, "I'm filming, guys. I'm filming." It doesn't matter. I may have to edit the whole thing, and just so you guys can see it. But I did try to film all of it, and then the camera died. I ran out of juice. Oh my gosh, I'll run out of juice today. Let my camera back in. I have a bad. Sorry. I have a battery out here that I'm just gonna. Again, I'm gonna say we're gonna have a meetup on the 15th at the Senior Center from 4 to 6. Bring a drink. Now there is a drink machine in there, Coke, water, whatever, and it's $1. So if you want to buy a drink there, you can. Restrooms are there, and we're going to have garbage cans, and there's tables set up. But we're going to do it at the Senior Center. Very nice place. We have lots of room to ourselves, so there won't be a lot of people. I actually thought those windows were. Yeah, it depends on what you get, Luna. It really does. Please speak up, Lindy. Oh, the wind. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is the wind too much, guys? Can you hear me now? Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. Imperial doesn't have a wind. A wind. It doesn't have a wind. What do you mean it doesn't have a wind? I don't stay at the LTVAs. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't particularly careful. It was. The VA has country western singers. I'm in the South, very country. My VA has squat for entertainment. Well, on Tuesday nights, I guess this VA has quite a bit of entertainment. You have to remember, this is a huge area that is mostly seniors for so many months. I don't know if they just do it the winter, but I know there's a country western singer. I saw him. They didn't introduce me, but he walked past my van when I was out there. And he was kind of cute. Anyway, and they were telling me that Tuesday nights they have singers, mainly country western. Yeah, the clouds are beautiful, aren't they? In a way, Lindy, you are correct. It is a reason for them charging to prevent lot lizards. I think it is. I liked the name. I just didn't know what it stood for. But did you hear me say I met Wandering Gypsy? Very nice lady. I should put her link in here. I'm going to do an interview with her. And she did an interview with me. Everyone in the house were explaining. Yeah, they were explaining to me what it meant. And I'm looking at it like, oh, I can't believe I did that. But I left it up, you know. Mr. Young Thugs. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Have faith not in our works, but his holy work on the cross. Troy, looks windy. It's actually not that windy. A little bit of wind, but it's, you know. Outdoor Gypsy. Hey, Lindy, I camped right behind you. I'll come say hi eventually. You did? Are you behind me or to the side of me? Because I have a bunch of new people over here that just camped. I think we're in the spot, Mike, that you were in last year, but I'm not sure. We moved. When they have this hobo meetup, and they moved into the next one over. And I was afraid it might get really rowdy and loud. I don't know. Hi, Joe from Puerto Rico. Good evening. I am doing well. I hope you are too. I love that Mr. Young Thugs. Yes, it's beautiful. Mike, are the lot lizards a problem for the truck stops, though? I don't think they are. I have never seen one. I'm sorry, guys. I stay at truck stops all the time. I have never seen one. But I'm not with the truckers, so maybe that's the reason. I mean, I don't know. windows were much more expensive, but they are huge. And yeah, I mean, I didn't get an expensive. It cost as much to install them as the window. Yeah, can you believe Ken did it for me? And it was so fast. It was so it was easy to do. It was time consuming in a way, but it was he made it look easy. I won't do it, but and now he's on strike. He's not doing any more windows. Runaways or exploited underage or sex worker. That's what when I put in explain what a lot lizard, they said it was underage or whatever. Yeah, it was not. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Yeah, Vicky, are you coming to Corsa? Hunky is an old-timey slang word in Pittsburgh back in the generally meant a steel mill worker. Really? Well, you do know I was born in Pennsylvania, and I spent 2 years going to school in Pittsburgh, so maybe that's where I picked it up. But no, I think my subscribers were calling him Hunky. Yeah. Ernie, hello, Ernie. Mama better. I'm not going to blow away, Art. It must look different to you guys, but there's hardly a breeze. Can you still hear me? There's hardly a breeze. Now, I do have some paper. I mean, there's a slight breeze, but nothing big. Nothing big. Come on, Happy New Year. You Happy New Year too, do. I can hear you. Can you repeat the meetup info again? Yes, Vons. It's going to be the 15th after RTR closes. It closes on the 15th from 4 to 6 at the Senior Center. You just Google the Senior Center. There's only one. There's tons and tons of parking, tons and tons of tables. We have a huge room to ourselves. They use it for dancing, for bingo, for whatever. And that's where we're going. So I hope I see a lot of you guys. I wished I knew how many were coming, but that would be more difficult to find out, RSVP. So I hope maybe I have enough snacks and stuff. So we're bringing just snacky-roos. But you have to bring your own drink or buy one there. Wait a minute. Some terms I wish I never heard. LL is deaf one. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's definitely one? I never heard of it either. Hobo tech meetups are nice people. Expect ATVs. Well, we have those all the time. I don't know that they're hobo techs. They just said hobo campers. They're having a big camp up. I don't know how noisy they're going to be, I didn't say they weren't nice. Come on, guys. Going to have to make a video and catch some at the truck stop. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No. How was your Christmas? It was fine. It was fun. I stayed out here. I had Christmas with Donna and Ken. And that's Stray Melody. Chenier from, I don't know what that means. Peace and love. Ex-hot dog frog. Joe, hi. How are you? Yes. Hot dog. I hear you. Blowing in. Yeah, I think it is starting, Troy. Yeah. It's picking up. It is. So we're going to take one more from your hot dog, and then I'm not. Okie dokie. Okay. Hi, Janice. I was probably born in I was born in Allegheny General, Pittsburgh. We have a cold front moving in on Utah, and I will be on the road this Sunday. Oh, okay. So, yeah, you should be here probably the last day of the meetup. I don't know. Really, it really doesn't matter. It's whatever you're comfortable with. I have no idea where Mary's at. She told me, but no, it's not. It's not really windy at all. Very slight wind. Maybe it's the way the camera is. Maybe I should move the camera a little bit. Maybe you won't hear the wind so much. Then I lost everything. Once I move, I lose everything. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, I'm always moving. Oh my goodness. Hi, Joe. Run, Mike, run. Where's he, Mike? Where's he running to? I already got everything done, I think. Oh, I did get a ladder, Mike. I do have a ladder. Yeah. Born at Allegheny General. Yeah, I have a lot of subscribers born at Allegheny General. Yeah. Patty, hi, how are you? Doesn't matter, Patty. Stuck in LOL, too beautiful to leave. Okay. You know, just enjoy yourself, Mary. That's what we're all doing. Violets and Roses, hi. It is picking up. It is picking up. May have to go inside or cut it short. Yeah, whatever. Waiting for another letter about my Medicare supplement. Insurance is going up. Oh, that was some, I'm shocked. Mine went up $20. My supplement only went up $20. I was so shocked. That makes me really, really happy. Because I've heard nightmare stories about somebody's tripling, somebody's doubling, and I couldn't get a hold of them, and I tried, and I had my insurance agent. He didn't get back with me. I wanted to know how much it was going to go up. I stayed with the same company. They only went up $20, and I'm very grateful. I have to hit the landfill tomorrow, Vaughn, so we'll swing in. Oh, you have to hit the landfill? I do too. I got a bunch of stuff to take. Boxes from this stuff I got in. I have somebody else's boxes too. I think I have Donna's boxes as well. She got some stuff. So I'm just going to take it all to the dump. And you know, the dump is within a mile from here. I call it the dump. They call it the transfer landfill or something. It's the dump. You know, you just put them in the dumpster. So I know they got fancy name for it. It's a dump. My cat's pet insurance doubled this year. Really? Hit the thumbs up, everybody. Oh, please do. Please do. Really? Well, that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Mine, I don't have any insurance on Marley. So far, I've paid cash for everything on her. So we'll see. I did find a place where I can get boxes here, and they charge by the by the size of the box. So if it's a small package, a small box, it's $5, and then it goes up by pound. So at 75 pounds, you're paying $20 just for them to receive it, and give it to you, which is kind of interesting. I also met this gentleman who owns a thrift store here. His name is Pete. There's so many interesting people here. I'm talking more and more people, you know, and stopping and just getting to know people. And his name is Pete, and he's really a character. I would like to interview him. I don't know if he'll let me, but we'll see. He's a character. He has a lot of, you know, interesting things. Yes, he is. I am not in New Mexico. I'm in Arizona, Laura. Yeah. Right, fancy schmancy. I don't even know what you're talking about. I like the local vendor interviews you've done. I've only done one, Luna. I want to do more. The general store in Courtside. The sound is better now. Okay, I think it was the camera. The wind was hitting it. Hi, PJs. Stitchery. I don't know what you're saying. Okay. You guys are talking to each other. So that's kind of my news. I wanted to discuss the lot lizards. I didn't mean to bring that up. I thought it was something different. So we're going to go past that. I'm going to go past that. So sometimes, you know, I do videos that where I talk about, you know, you valuing yourself. Blythe Post Office accepts UPS and FedEx. They have stores to shop in Blythe. And Blythe costs gas. And I'm trying to save gas, so this is like 2 minutes down the street from me. And I get it. Yeah. But certain things you cannot, if I understand, Blythe is in California. Certain things I cannot receive there because it's against the law in California. And one is a generator, the size of a generator. So, yeah. Stand at those truck stops. Wouldn't want people to squat there for weeks. No, they wouldn't. And people really don't care. Many people break down and have to stay there, and that's a whole different ball game. But I'm just realizing people just don't care anymore. I don't know why. I am having a nice time, Jean. Yeah, yeah. I will. Are you leaving us, Jean? I'll see you next time. Truck stops are for one night only. Yes, yes. I agree. Hi, Iris. How are you? Nice to see you. She's talking to Mary. Yeah. Everybody's talking to each other. That's nice to hear. See. So, did anybody have any questions tonight? It looks like it, but I don't feel like it is. There's just little things flying. Oops, gotta go. Okay, Iris, it was nice seeing you. Nice seeing you. I may not have a second time I've caught your live. Carol, I slept during the day as I work all night, eating dinner, my animals in the middle of my sleep, then back to bed. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. It's nice to see you, though. It really is. Jane, I'll see you next time. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Do you need that rack? What rack? Oh, no, Mike. If you want to sell that or give that to someone, no. I'm looking at trailers, and I don't want to invest too much more into the van. The window was something I wanted for a long time. I'm in Quartzside, Carol. But no, if you have somebody who wants that rack, you go ahead. Uh, I think you have 200 watt one panel or two, because I'm taking these 200 watts off the flexible ones, and I'm going to put 200 up there. I was going to do three, and I just don't want to spend the money. I've spent quite a bit of money already. Artem, of course I can't. I'm not Lady Gaga. I wouldn't even try. What makes me happy? I'm content in my van. My van makes me very content. Happy is a word that has a lot of different meanings. So I like to say content. I'm content. No problem. I might have another use for it later down. Okay, Mike. Yeah. Because if I got it, I would want it welded. There is a welder there by K&B. I go in K&B quite a bit. I went in just to see what it would cost me to have someone do it here. To put in 600 watts. Take those off, put in 600 watts. It was so crazy when I walked in. Everybody says, and I'm not even going to say the business name, but $2,000 to $3,000, and for was it a 100-watt panel? No, 200-watt panel. 200-watt panel was $450. That is totally outrageous, and I won't buy it. Up-power panel. What does that mean? I have a 200-watt paddle that I'm not using. Panel. Up-power panel. Is there something special about an up-power? Yeah, content versus happy. To me, it's different. You know, things can make you happy, but really being content inside is a different story. You already idea where you can get trailer? I'm just looking, little sunshine. You have to have cash first. First, I would like to see what I like, and then I would like to look at prices. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. But I'm just, I'm doing content. I'm going in, and I'm doing terrible on my camera work. I looked at it, and I'll tell you something. I've become invisible again. When I went in, and they just knew I was a looky-loo. The youngest man there, and now they had 4 go-karts for the customers so you can drive them around. I do have a walker, and one of them was filled, but there were 3 empty go-karts that I parked beside. The young men came out, and I told him the ones I was interested in, and they were at the very end of the lot. And guess what? And I said, well, I need my walker. He goes, well, we'll just walk over there. I said, I need my walker. He did not get a golf cart for me. Didn't even offer. I had to walk all the way over there, but that's fine. Looky Loo, yes. And when I got there, he didn't even go inside with me. He just stood outside on his phone while I'm looking around. I said, well, I'm going to take pictures for my son and, video, whatever. And he's outside just on his phone. Never said a word. I finally said, well, how much is this? Oh, let me see what it is. $29,995. So I wanted to see a second one. And again, he put the steps down, stayed outside, was on his phone. Then again, until I asked well how much it was, didn't talk to me, didn't try to sell me, didn't try to. So I come like, whoa, this is a very different experience. But I really wished you would have gotten a golf cart because then we had to walk all the way back. Yes, I do, Barry. Yes, I do. And I know I have to know that. Yeah. So I do know the towing capacity, and I do have, what do you call it, a hitch on my van, which I put on 2 or 3 years ago. Jason put it on as a Christmas present or something. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he was on it. It was just like Bob would always talk about a trailer company in Florida called I don't like that one, so I'm not doing that one. I'm just looking around, Luna. I know each one of us has our own. Usually, sell it guys are pushy. Yeah, they are, but he wasn't with me. I think he realized I'm a looky-loo, and I was. So I didn't mind him not being in there, but I thought, man, I mean, if he thought I had money, he would probably be trying to sell me. He figured I didn't have any money. He was right. So, no, I just went in and I did like, there is a 13-foot, first time I've ever seen it, toy hauler. Now, I have a scooter and I'm getting an electric, somebody's sending me an electric trike. And I already have a scooter, electric scooter. So I want something that I can roll up. Keep in mind that you shouldn't get something that is at the maximum of your I won't. I won't. Thank you, Barry. Thank you. Many recommend that you only 50% of your capacity. Okay. Good advice. Thank you. Thank you, Barry. I will look into that. I'm so far from buying one. I already have a range, and I'm going to look again and see if that's half. I think it's closer to the total, so I'll have to change my towing range down. La-Mesa has the worst. Look there, but run. Do not buy from them. Yeah, people, yeah. Yeah, it is, Brenda, it is. Well, Barry, I'm not going to tow very far. I want to park it. I don't want to tow it. The only reason I want to tow it is to tow it from where I bought it to the place where I'm parking it and leave it there. It's not something I'm going to live in on the road. There are countless for sale in Courtside and around. What stuff is going to your trailer? I have no idea. I haven't thought that far. Depends on the trailer. I know I want to get rid of the storage. I'm halfway done with that storage, and there's a ton of stuff I'm going to get out of that storage. I want to live in the trailer. So I want a base, and I'm thinking Courtside. I just don't know if I'm going to deal with the summer, but I don't want to pull it. I just want to pull it from one place to the other and park it. Yes, the trikes, yes. I'm getting a granny trike, yes. I see people around here with them. Jason said I can't have an electric bike because of my balance. I have terrible balance. No, that would kill me. But a trike I could handle. As long as it doesn't go too fast. I think this one's going 22 miles an hour. That's a lot. Wait, it's going too fast. I think I'm missing people. Yeah, not too many. Well, they're bringing all of these. We didn't have a lot, and now they're bringing all kinds of trailers for this huge show in January. So all of the empty lots that they're filling up with trailers, and they brought in 2 tiny houses. So they brought in 2 of those, And the problem with that is everybody under the sun's going to be videoing those. So I don't want to video that. I don't even want to look at them. I've looked at so many tiny homes. I'm not going to get one. I would look at them for you guys, but I'd rather, there has to be a solution. Buy a tiny home, but you still got to put it somewhere. So I don't know. Yeah, living in a certain area, having a different address, a stable address in a certain area. Courtside, their rent is like $200 a month for many of the parks here, and then of course then you have to pay your electricity and water and sewer. But that's why I would do that. Yeah, I'm out of the tiny home. It's too much money. I'm not going to come up with that kind of money. And I'm not going to build anything else out. I'm tired, guys. I'm really tired. I don't want to build anything anymore. I don't want to, can't put my window in for me, but I don't have the energy anymore to build or to rebuild my van. I love my van the way it is, but I don't want to buy an empty trailer and then build it out. I'm tired. I'm really tired, so I don't really want to do that. Yeah. Oh, in that case, you would probably be better off paying someone to tow it for you. That way you won't have to worry about the weight. Yeah, I'm even thinking about that, Barry. I'm thinking about everything. Years ago, I went to Chevy dealer and was looking for a Blaze. The guy was rude, and I guess thought I was just looking and not buying. So I thought, crap on this place. No, this kid wasn't rude to me. I kind of felt like I was invisible. He was polite. He opened them up. He pulled the steps down, and he allowed me to go in. So, no, we didn't have a conversation, but no, it was okay. He was okay. I have a trike, an older one. I love it. Do you? What about a box van? Nope, I don't want anything else to build out, Mike. I appreciate it, but I just can't do it anymore. I can't express how tired I am. I really am. Every day it gets harder and harder for me to do things. So I'm not building another thing out. I don't think. And yeah, it's going to have to be a trailer, but it'll be a used one. It'll be a reasonable one. John sent me one that was brand new. It was $14,000. I forget what it was called. I mean, this 13-foot toy hauler is 13 feet. Wanted $40,000 for it. There's nothing in it. It's empty. It's got a small kitchen. No bedroom, no nothing. There's nothing in it. Why would you want $40,000? Sorry. Yeah, I'm cheap. I just was so stunned at the price. I couldn't believe it. Oh, did you, Carol? I love a Zuzu. My stepmother had a Zuzu forever. I'm wondering about the tipping. Yeah, I think that would concern me. 2 wheels in front to less apt to tip. Everybody's talking to each other. Tiny home burnout. Yeah, Mary, I'm tiny home burnout. I really am. I don't even watch them on YouTube. Everybody's gotten into it. Everything is a shed is a tiny home. A hole in the ground is a tiny home. Whatever. A cloud that you can put something in is a tiny home. I mean, they're calling everything a tiny home. So it's kind of watered down. Can you hear the frustration? Used to be unique. But, now, I'm burned out. Yeah. Yeah, Luna, I'm thinking about that. Spend the winter here in my one place. There's VAs here, there's VAs there. So I'm not really worried about the medical. Parker has a little hospital right there. It's 30 minutes away, so. And they have some stuff here, too. Yeah. Incredible Tiny Homes is pretty cheap, $200 to $300 a month, and some of their tiny homes are pretty reasonable. Yes, they are, but they're in Tennessee, and I don't want to live in Tennessee. So I'm burned out, Carol. Oh, you're not coming, huh, Vic? Well, hopefully, Vons, it's not going to be because I have solar. I have a ton of solar units, so I'm going to be using a lot of my solar. And now that I know how to watch watts and stuff, no. My bill, I better be keeping my electric down real well in this trailer. Of course it's in Tennessee. I know. I know, Carol. Yeah, I'm going to be here through February. Well, probably 2 weeks into February. Maybe through February or March. I just found out that DMV is not asking me to have my vehicle inspected. Otherwise, I was going to have to go back pretty early. PJs. If you have the land for it. Tiny home communities are the new mobile home parks. You own the home, but pay for the lot. Yeah, it's true. You know, and down the line, if they sell it, then uh, they can charge whatever they want. It can go up, just like it did. It has done in mobile home parks. Not all areas, but it's pretty unreasonable. Then yes, you can. Hi, how are you? Well, a teardrop you can't stand in, and I can't live in that year round for 6 months. So no teardrop, no. I just want a little trailer, 13, 17 foot. I love to stream, but don't have enough subscribers. You can stream with yourself to get called. They come. So, I mean, sometimes I have less than 100 people on here. I have 55,000 subscribers, so almost. So, your lives aren't going to be that big. Some people have big ones, but I don't. So, don't worry about that. Just start, somebody will come. When we're tired, rest, inspiration can come another day. Or not. Yeah, can. Oh, I'm not. 40,000, it's too much. Yeah, it really is. Someone subscribed to it. Well, good. Need to get it started. Hi, Diego. Now a cloud tiny home sounds great, doesn't it? Somebody will come up with something, I'm telling you. Really, they'll call it a tiny home. Dude, yeah, 200,000, not a bargain. No, I will say that some builders are more, have cheaper. You need to research. There are some who are building good ones, and they're under 50,000. But I remember that's when you look at the sheds. You pay 10,000 for a shed, and then you got to do all the electrical, all the plumbing, all the wiring, all the insulation inside. I don't know how much that's going to be. An outhouse is a tiny. Yeah, Mike. I mean, everything's a tiny home. Walmart's got tiny homes. Costco's got tiny homes. Everybody's got tiny homes. Yeah. You want to live in a cloud? Me too. With some steps that I can bring back up so nobody can come. Do they make tiny homes you pull with truck or van? Would that be a tiny home? A lot of people are building them on the back end of their trucks. Again, I don't know what a tiny home is anymore, to be honest with you. They're just making everything a tiny home. So I don't know, Troy, if you have one. They're very heavy, so you would have to have a special truck to pull it. They're made of wood. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's a bubble, and you could maybe pull a bubble. I don't know. I saw some that looked like alien spaceships. I mean, it was like, this is a tiny home? This spring, the plan is to work on the old camper I bought. I've been gutting it and soon time to rebuild. Oh, good. That'll give you a project. A horse trailer makes a very nice one after I sanitize it. Yes, and I have seen them at shows. And they make very nice trailers. Yes. Are you going to be in courtside until... Yes, I am. I am going to be here. I'm going to be here through February. I don't. I have whatever's in the sky. Sunshine. What kind of internet are you talking about? I have a smartphone. And I use the internet, whatever. I don't know. It's in the sky or whatever. I don't have an internet. I don't... Is it Verizon? Maybe you want my phone? Verizon. You should try horse riding. No, Megan. I did that when I was young. No. Just trying to get on a horse and kill me. Yeah, they're unaffordable. Yeah. About 5 years ago, they were maybe 25, 30. You're right. At the most. That's with bells and whistles. Now you're looking at a couple 100,000. But again, people with money are now buying them. They weren't that once they became popular, then people started paying attention. When they weren't popular, they were reasonable. They were a reasonable way for someone to have a safe place. But now they're beyond the normal person's means. She pooped today just because I could, I guess. Oh, Cliffy, what are you going to do? Fertilize? What are you going to fertilize? Hi, CW Style. How are you? Yeah, it's, you know, we're thinking to have mini Starlink. Yes, that's what you meant. I don't have mini Starlink. I'm a city dweller. And when I'm out here, I stay by the city enough to not need Starlink. I've thought about it. Mike has it. Donna has it. Half the people I know have it. Mary has it. I'm a city dweller. Do I really need it? And so many of my friends have had it. I really haven't needed it. So it's not a need. I mean, that's another bill. I'm really trying to pay off all my bills, and here's another bill. So I don't know. Can you still find? The issue is, where are you going to park it? Yes, you can find them under 50,000. Incredible Tiny Homes is someone you can research. Um, and there are others out there. So just go online and put tiny homes for under 50,000, and they'll pull the companies up for you. I'm just burned out on tiny homes right now. Vons, I'm not going there, okay? Hi, Rebecca. Megan. I don't know if I said hello to Megan. Exactly. Well, yeah, Vons, you should have known. Megan, I'm not doing it. The Amish, yes. And now the tiny homes have become really cheaply made. The Amish? Well, the Amish did some for North Carolina when they had all that flooding. I think they did I don't want to say maybe 26. They went there and built tiny homes. I know, Martina, I know. Have to work keep working part-time to pay for Medicare insurance and have a rainy day fund. Waiting for my W-2 so I can do my taxes in March. Someone made a dumpster into a tiny home. Well, they're doing those, the cheapest way to go, I think, are those, what do you call those metal things, those containers, shipping containers. They're going up too. You used to could pick those up pretty cheap. You can still pick them up pretty cheap, depending on where you're at. But I think that would make a nice tiny home. I mean, they make them beautifully into tiny homes. I saw some in Padre Island that they stacked them and they made a restaurant and some gift shops and stuff, all in shipping containers, and they were lovely. And it wouldn't wear out. Okay, BJ, you'll be out here then? Yeah, you should see me. Hi, Paula. I'm going to do my best to go end of January through February, just as long as you know there's no RTR after the 15th. So you're just coming out to enjoy yourself. I quit my FedEx job a year ago, spent the year building my truck camper. Finally, it's 99. Good for you. That's what a lot of people are doing. How do people break free of the security of a home? I feel I could only do it if I had to. Once you get on the road, if you do, you'll find out. It's so different out here. It really is. It's beautiful out here. And it's a different way of life. It just really is. 72 and have had horses since I was 12. It's why my right hip is bad, probably from throwing my right leg over. Yeah, could be. Haven't ridden in about 25 years. Popularity ruins a lot of, yes, it does, because then it becomes, the thing. I don't think you need Starlink. You have friends that have it and have it too. Yeah, I don't think at this time I do, but you never know. Are you in AUS? I don't know what that means. It's very hard to break away because you have to have a physical address for insurances. Yeah. have to find them, yes. Just have to go, Tamara. Nobody but you can give yourself permission. Yeah. You have to make that decision. Hi, Marley. Marley. Donna's here with Marley. Marley's coming home. Thank you, Donna. Marley got her walk. Did you get your walk? Okay. Donna's being real quiet. She's not usually, though. Here's Mar. Mar's back. We're getting ready to close down. See you later. Thank you. So here's Mar. No, you have to stay here. Don't follow her. Hi, Aswa. How are you? Aswada? You know, Surfing Steven. Hi, Steven. Well, I have to go, Lindy. You have a great rest of your day. It's dark here in Maryland. Yeah, it's getting dark here. Catch up with you again. Yes, yes. Yeah, family member. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, but you have to want to do it. Wonder if a mobile home park in Courtside would allow an 8x6. Yeah, they have them. Well, they have one. They have a tiny house here. It's a double-decker, and it's gorgeous. And they are in the park, so yes, they work just fine in the parks here, Patty. That would work. Yeah, full-time isn't for everybody. Great, you're prepping an option. Yeah. No friends or family want to let me use theirs. You have to have a physical address for insurances. I've done the research. Yeah. It does. Yeah, I'm gonna head out, guys. The wind is picking up and it's starting to get a little cold. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. And I'm gonna have, when I get this trike, I'm gonna try and open it up and have a bunch of people try it on my live. We're gonna show it on my live. I'm not sure which live, but don't forget, we're gonna have the meetup on the 15th at the Senior Center from 4 to 6. Bring your own drink. Talk to you later.